Okay, to go ready.
Let's go. Hi David, thank you so much for joining us. So my first question is, why should aspiring filmmakers submit their films to Water Sprite?
Water Sprite has an extraordinary atmosphere, I discovered when I visited last year. It's a fantastic venue for filmmakers from all over the world, and you get all these different voices from different cultures coming together for a weekend. So if you're lucky enough to get your film selected, not only is it a great showcase because there are people from the industry there to view what you've done, but it's also a really educative experience because you're going to be with storytellers from Europe, America, Latin America, everywhere around the planet, and that is probably more valuable than getting your film shown in front of some industry people, frankly, because you get to share your view of the world with these other wonderful filmmakers. So primarily it's a great showcase, but secondly it's a great event, and it's the people that make the event and the people that travel to the festival from all over the world, so that's why you should submit your film to Water Sprite.
Great. And how did your experience with short films serve your future career?
Short films are such a wonderful way of finding your voice. That's the most important thing. And my first short film, it was such a tough experience making it. And it's because it's the first time you ever make anything. So it's the foundry of what you become as a storyteller, the foundry place, and it's crucial that you get to experiment and try things out, and short films are a perfect vehicle for that.
Yeah. And what makes Water Sprite unique?
What I love about Water Sprite is the atmosphere, the diversity of voices that you find there, and the energy. And for me, I'd spun out of a lot of productions, and I was in the middle of setting something else up. And it's when you're in the middle of things, making things, it's easy to get just a little tired. And I flew into Water Sprite, flew into Heathrow, travelled overnight from America to get to Water Sprite, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to sustain myself through this weekend? I've just been working so hard all week, and I've not had slept on the aeroplane. And I got into Water Sprite, and I suddenly found myself energised, waking up, because there's all this positive energy there. Younger filmmakers who are wanting to prove themselves and who are curious, and so that's what's wonderful actually, is that energy and that curiosity and that passion for storytelling. And even for a sort of tired old filmmaker coming in from America with no sleep, it was a shot in the arm. So I think it's a wonderful festival.
Oh, brilliant. So leading on from that, what was your favourite element of the festival in 2012?
I just enjoyed the people primarily, because I love meeting filmmakers, and especially filmmakers who are starting out, because it kind of reminds you of your own path. It reminds you of why you started and what was so exciting about making movies. So it's the people, and then the venue. The venue of the city of Cambridge is such a beautiful place. It's a great place to visit. And then the films. I just love the films. There's some really interesting films.
Yeah. Finally, why do you personally support the festival?
I support the festival because I believe it's important to support new voices, and because that is our industry of tomorrow. So I have a responsibility. I was very lucky to be supported by the generation before me. Filmmakers who put something back, and I feel the same responsibility. And I'm curious as well. I'm curious to see what people are thinking, and I'm curious to see how people want to tell stories, and I can learn from that. And so it's a combination of me wanting to support new voices, and I want to learn from those new voices. I want to be stimulated and sort of surprised by them. And so it's altruistic support, but it's also selfish support. There's something in it for all of us.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you very much.
All right, mate. Well, good. Thank you for checking out. Have you got other stuff on today?